There are so many workout splits out there, and the one you're using might not actually be the best for you. After 8 years of training, after trying every workout split there is, I realized that different people need different programs based off their goals, based off their experience, and based off of their time frame. And figuring out the workout split that works best for me not only helped me achieve my dream physique, but it also helped me maintain it without putting in an absurd amount of effort. So in this video, I'm gonna show you an efficient gym program that's gonna be based off of your current gym experience, and it's also going to allow you to continue to be successful outside of the gym without spending hours every single day.
First thing we're going to want to do is put yourself into one of the following categories, and then we can decide which program you should follow. So let's talk about the beginner stage. This is when you're still just getting used to things. You haven't implemented the gym into your everyday routine. Big, heavy compound movements scare you, right? Doing a squat like this is pretty scary. Or you're doing workouts, but you're feeling sore in the wrong places, right? Your body, your mind just isn't used to it yet.
If you've done Bulgarian split squats before, you know how difficult this is about to be to talk and do it at the same time.
This stage is a stage where you're just fully into growth. The workouts feel good. You've been fully implemented into the gym. It's not a problem to get into the gym every day. The mind-muscle connection is there. Now you are just focused on building as much muscle as you possibly can.
Feels like I'm driving a car. This is once you put on as much muscle as you'd like to. You know, you don't want to get massive to the point where it's like weird.
But you've hit enough muscle to the point where you're happy. The gym is like a daily part of your life. It's your favorite part of the day. And now you're just going to maintain the muscle that you have. This is where I feel like I am right now.
And although I suggest that you watch all 3 parts because you might just learn something new that might help you get more gains in the gym, I'm gonna put timestamps, so if you want, you can skip right to that part and see which program I would suggest. We are back to the whiteboard. So if you are a beginner, I have good news and I have bad news for you. The good news is you are going to start to see gains right away, and the gains are going to be crazy. Guys, newbie gains is a serious, real thing. In your first year of training, you can put on some crazy muscle because your body hasn't done that yet, and there's just so much room for growth. The bad news is I don't want you to focus on that right now. In your first year of training, I really want you to focus on building the movements and practicing the movements so your brain learns how to do it, right? Because it's in your first year where you're still learning the mind-muscle connection. You're probably going and doing lat pull downs, but you're feeling it all entirely in your bicep, right? It takes time and it takes practice to actually learn how to hit the muscles properly. So in this stage of training, I really want to focus on just the strict compound movements. For push, you have 2 push movements. You have push chest, you have push shoulders. These are the 2 movements we want to focus on right there. Next, you have your pull. So you have your pull down and you have your pull row. And honestly, I think all of the back exercises fall into one of these 2 categories. Finally, we have legs. So leg, you have push and you have leg hinge. I really want us to focus on the big, heavy movements. We're going to split this into only 2 different days. Day 1 and day 2. All right, so we're gonna go day 1, rest, day 2, rest. Do it again. Day 1, rest, day 2, rest. And all we are doing when we are formulating these programs is we're gonna take one of the push movements, we're gonna take one of the pull movements and one of the leg movements and throw it into this day. Day 1, we're gonna just do a push, chest. Day 2, we're gonna do a pull down. Day 3, leg, push. I don't know why I do my H's capital. And then if you feel like you have some more, you can do some isolation. Just 3 sets of each, just to get your body into used to doing the movements. So on day 2, we're literally just gonna do the other movement. This one we have a push shoulder and we are going to move it here, shoulder. Then we're gonna do a pull row, right? Put that up here, row. Then we are going to do a leg hinge, boom, leg hinge. And then we can also move into a little bit of isolation if you really feel like it. Right, so every 2 days, you're gonna be hitting a push movement, which is gonna hit your chest, it's gonna hit your shoulders, it's gonna hit your triceps. Every 2 days, you're gonna do a pull movement, it's gonna hit your back, it's gonna hit your biceps, it's gonna hit your traps. Every day, you're gonna do a leg movement, it's gonna hit your quads, it's gonna hit your hamstrings, right? Every day, you're training a muscle group while also practicing the heavy movements every day. And I promise you, you are going to learn quick while also gaining gains. Once you've gone 1 to 4 years in the gym, now you have a pretty good idea of how to contract your muscles. So in this stage, this is where I would recommend we do a push-pull legs split, right? Push, pull, legs. Let's dive a little bit deeper into what push-pull legs is, right? So we have push, which can either be chest and shoulders. We can dive even further. Chest can go into either a press or a fly, right? Shoulders can either be a shoulder press or a shoulder raise. Same goes for pull. So when we're doing pull, we have a back exercise, which can either be a lat pull down or it can be a row. And finally, legs, like I said before, we have quads, which is typically a squat type thing. And we have hams, which is a hinge, which can be an RDL, a deadlift, something that you're hinging your body. Basically what I want to accomplish in this one is alternating between starting with chest and starting with shoulders on our push days, right? So on this push day, we're gonna start with chest. On this push day, we're gonna start with shoulders. On this pull day, we're gonna start with a pull down. On this pull day, we're gonna start with a row. And on this leg day, we're gonna start with quads. On this leg day, we are going to start with hams. And by alternating through this, it means you're not going to be neglecting one of the muscle groups. You're going to be alternating between hitting your chest very hard and then hitting your shoulders very hard. So let's say on push number 1, we're going to start with a chest press, right? We're going to start with a chest, can be a press typically. Then we're going to hit a shoulders, right? We're going to hit a shoulder, raise. After that, because we do want to hit a couple more sets on those muscles to really maximize the amount of hypertrophy we're getting, we're going to do chest again, but a fly, chest fly. And then we're going to do shoulders again and a shoulder raise. Now, the reason here that I did this in purple is because if you're a really busy person, I think that you can just quickly skim past triceps. You can either do it or skip it, save it for, you know, the next workout. This should already take you about half an hour, right? It's no quick task. 3 sets, 3 sets, 3 sets, 3 sets, half an hour is gone. I built my arms through minimal arm training. So if you have some extra energy, if you have some extra time, yes, you can toss in a couple triceps if you want to. Let's move on to pull day number 1. So we are doing pull, we are starting with back. So fundamentally, these are the 2 movements. For the sake of getting your workout done as fast as you can, we are going to do a back pull down, right? A back pull down. Then we're going to move to a back row. Then we can move to some sort of upper back item, right? If we really want to do some upper back, we can do a set there. And then to finish it off, we can do a set or 2 of biceps. And then finally on leg day, it's literally the same thing, right? So we're going to start our leg day with a quad, a heavy squat. We're going to hit some sort of hamstring hinge. Honestly, by then you're going to feel pretty tired. The leg days are not freaking easy days. Then we can just hit some isolation, right? Now we're talking quad extensions, hamstring curls. It's all you really need because leg days are so taxing, like you're not gonna go that long. So those are your first 3 days of the week, push, pull, legs. Now we're gonna move to the next couple days. So on our PPL number 2, instead of starting with a chest, we're gonna start with a shoulder press. Then we're gonna move on to a chest press. Then we're gonna move to a shoulder raise, and then finally a chest fly, right? And you can see that these are literally just the opposites, right? So instead of having a chest focus, we have a shoulder focus. You guys can probably assume what comes next. So we pull, instead of starting with a pull down, we're gonna start with a row, so a back row. Then we're gonna hit a back pull down. Back, pull down. Then we can hit, again, some upper back, some biceps, and then we're done. Leg day, instead of starting with a squat or a quad focus, we're gonna start with a hamstring focus. We're gonna move on to some sort of quads, squat focus, some isolation, and then boom, we're done. Guys, this is how I build the majority of my muscle. The beautiful thing about push-pull legs is every single time you're giving yourself enough time in between that you're not going to be overtraining. So you can do push-pull legs rest. You can do legs rest if you want to. Push, pull, legs, rest. You can do push, rest, pull, legs, rest. This one is really up to your schedule. And depending on how much time you have, you can throw in a triceps, you can throw in a triceps, do a couple biceps, do a couple biceps, do a couple isolations. And that is going to be how you're going to grow your muscles like crazy. And finally, I present to you the 5+ years fitness focus here. I've gotten all the muscle. I don't want to get any bigger. Honestly, I'm happy. I just want to stay fit. I want to stay healthy, maybe get stronger over time. But right now, my focus is not to gain an absurd more amount of muscle. Just train, be happy, be healthy, move my body. So with that being said, I do the Arnold split, which is chest back one day, arms, shoulders another day, and then legs. So the first sequence I do is I'll do a chest back day, an arms and shoulders day, and a legs day. The second sequence I'll do the same, but I'll follow on this side instead. All I'm doing here is alternating on chest and back if I start on a chest press or on a back movement. All I'm doing here is changing if I'm starting on a quad movement, which is gonna be a squat, or a hamstring movement, which is gonna be a deadlift. Oh, and I forgot to mention arms and shoulders. I'll start with a shoulder press. I'll do a bicep superset. I'll do a tricep superset, and then I'll do a final shoulder raise. That's it. These workouts take me 30 minutes max. With all that being said, I hope you know now kind of where you stand within your gym timeline and what your goal should be based off of your experience level. Guys, I made a video on exactly how I structure each of my individual workouts to try to focus on getting into the gym, training, and getting out. Check this video right here if you want to see how I do that, and I'll see you in the next one.